Namaste bachcho. Today we'll start a new chapter, chapter number 4, and the name of the chapter is Karak, and in English we say case endings. So this is a small grammar part and this will help you in making small Hindi sentences. So first let's see how to write a sentence in Hindi. So while writing a sentence in Hindi, we should note that the subject comes first, then the object, and the verb comes at the end of a sentence. So here, what do you understand by subject, object and verb? Subject is a person or a thing that is being discussed. And what is an object? Object is a person or a thing to which any action or feeling is directed. And the verb are the action words or the doing words. So, while writing a sentence in Hindi, first we need to write the subject, then the object, and at the end we write the verb. Now, in this chapter, we are going to discuss about Karak. So, it's a small grammar part and in English we say case ending. So, in this class, we will be discussing about Karak. And English ko means to. So, before that let us see what do you understand by Karak. Here the Karak are the words that connects the noun or pronoun to the rest of the sentence. Or we can also say that Karak are the words that connects the subject, the object and the verb to each other in making a sentence. That is, in simple terms, we can say that Karak tells what the noun or pronoun does in a sentence. So, this was about the Karak. And in this class, we are going to discuss about Karak ko. And in English, we say to. This is known as the Karma Karak. Karma Karak means objective case. So, in English, we say objective case. So, first let us understand what does this Karma Karak or the objective case means. So, here the object which is getting affected by the verb is known as the Karma Karak. So, here in simple terms we can say that this ko is used to join the object with the rest of the sentence. Now, let us understand how to find the objective case in a sentence. For this, we ask few questions like whom. In Hindi, we say kisko. When means kab. And what means kya after the verb. So, we ask these questions like whom, when, what after the verb. So, these are the simple rules for making the sentences in Hindi. Now, here it will be more clear with the example. The sentence is Ram ne Rahul ko bulaya. In English, we say Ram called Rahul. Here, Ram is a subject, called is a verb and Rahul is an object. So, according to the first rule, we say that the verb should affect the object and here the verb is called and object is Rahul. That's why we are writing this ko with the object, that is Rahul ko. So, according to the second rule, here the verb is giving answer to whom. So, the question is called whom, that means Rahul ko. So, this second rule also satisfies and that's why we are using Rahul ko. Now, let us take the second sentence. Here the sentence is Adhyapak ne chhatron ko padhaya. Here Adhyapak means teacher, padhaya means taught, chhatron ko means the students. So, here teacher is the subject, taught is the verb and chhatron ko, that is the students, is object. Now, the first condition to use ko is the verb should act on the object. As you know, this is the verb and it acts on the object, that is the students. So, we use this ko with the object. Object is students, and in Hindi we say chhatro ko. So, this is the first rule. And the second rule says the verb should answer these questions like whom, when and what. So, here the question is taught whom, and the answer is the students, that is chhatro ko, and that is why we are using this ko with the object, that is chhatro ko. So, these are the two conditions to use ko in the Hindi sentence. Now, let us see some more example. Now, here you can see the first sentence is Vah Mangalwar ko aayega. That means he will come on Tuesday. So, here the verb is will come and the object is Tuesday. So, here the first condition, that is the verb is acting on the object and the object is Tuesday. In Hindi we say Mangalwar. So, that's why we are using Mangalwar ko. And the second rule is that the verb should answer few questions like whom, when and what. And here the question is when. It's Tuesday, and in Hindi we say Mangalwar. That is why we are using this ko with Mangalwar, and here Mangalwar is an object. Now, let's see the next one. The sentence is Sameer juice peeta hai. And the English meaning is Sameer drinks juice. Now, here according to the rule, the verb should answer the following questions like whom, when and what. So, here the question is drinks what? So, Sameer drinks juice. So, when the question is what, we don't use ko in the Hindi sentence. That's why we say juice peeta hai. We don't say juice ko peeta hai. So, this point you should remember that when the verb answers the question like what, for example, here the question is drinks what? The answer is juice. So, in such conditions, we don't use ko in the sentence. So, these are the few rules that you should keep in mind for writing Hindi sentences. Now, let's see few sentences which are given in chapter number 4. So, the first one is Krishna ko bulao. English meaning is call Krishna. So, here call is the verb and Krishna is the object. So, the verb is affecting the object. The object is Krishna. Krishna is a name of a boy. And here the second rule is that the verb should answer few questions like whom, what and when. So, the question is calling whom? Calling Krishna. That's why we are using Krishna ko. Now, let's see the second one. Yah phal raja ko do. That means give this fruit to Raja. Here the verb is give and the object is Raja. So, here the verb is acting on the object and the object is Raja. That's why we are using Raja ko. That's why we say that ko is a karmakarak, objective case. That's why we use this ko with object. So, according to the second rule, this verb gives an answer to the question whom. The question is giving fruits to whom? Raja ko. That's why we write Raja ko in Hindi sentence. So, here the sentence is Vah is naukar ko kitna vetan deta hai. And in English it's what salary does he give to this servant? So, here naukar means servant and vetan means salary. As per the rule, we ask salary to whom? And in Hindi, we write naukar ko. Now, let's see the next one. तुमको कौन हिंदी सिखाते हैं? The English meaning is who teaches you Hindi? Here the verb is teaches and the object is you. That is, once again, the verb is teaches and the object is you. So, according to the rule, the verb answers the question whom, teaches whom, and the answer is you. In Hindi, we say tum. That's why we write this ko with tum in this sentence. So, this was about ko karak. Now, here you can see you have an activity. You have to read the sentences, record it and submit in team. Also, you need to write these sentences in your notebook. That's all for today. Dhanyavad.